Do you struggle finding the best teams to use in Dragon Ball Legends? Well, you're in luck because today I'm going to be showing you the top 5 best teams to use in the game right now in the month of July 2024, and we are going to the month of August. So right now, these are the best teams to use. But keep in mind, this is a standard PvP guide, so this has nothing to do with Raiding Match Proud. This is only the best teams for normal PvP or standard PvP. So let's start with the number 5 team. So the number 5 team that we have here is Regeneration. Regeneration is an extremely good team that gained a lot of value with the recent buffs that we got. As you can see here, we have Zenkai Kid-Buu on the leader slot and 2 missing slots which are actually the new LF Omega Shenron and the Sparking Ray Shenron. You need to use them on this team just to make it work. Buu-Tank is Zenkai buffing Kid-Buu. Yeah, this guy is going to be Zenkai buffing Omega Shenron. As you can see here, green regeneration. And for that, this Broly is going to be given HP buffs to the whole team. As you see here, they're all powerful opponents, so HP is pretty damn important if you have low stars. Extremely good team, I'd say. Omega Shenron is gonna be your layer of protection, as well as with his indestructible, as well as Kid-Buu is gonna be having his endurance. Ray Shenron is your support and disrupt unit, but you actually have more good options to use here. So let me go to the character list. Let me filter real quick regeneration here. Yeah, so for the blues, I actually think the best and the only good option to use is Zenkai Kid-Buu. Extremely good Zenkai. Good, he's doing good numbers on all of his teams, insane blast damage. On greens, I think this Revival Gohan can be okay. Pure Evil Buu can work, but your main option actually is going to be LF Omega Shenron that I don't have here. Purple, for purples, I think your only decent option is going to be Perfect Cell, but the team is more blast based. You don't want to, but actually Cell is blast based, yeah. But he's actually 1-year-old, so nah, I don't consider a purple in this team. Yellows, we have Super Baby 2 is your best option again, but the fact that he's strike based and the team is blast based kind of crosses over, but you can make him work. Super Baby 2 with his disrupt gauge is insane. And for reds, again, we have Corrupted Zamasu, which can work, I guess, because again, he's strike based, he's heavily strike based, and the team is blast based. But you can make him work again. But the fact that you can put him on the leader slot or something, make the team some with strikes, some strikes the abilities, some blast the abilities. You can make him work, but I like to keep the team full on strike, full on blast based, or full on strike based. Sorry. So your best 3 are going to be Zenkai Kid-Buu, this Omega Shenron, and this Ray Shenron. So the number 5 team is Regeneration, extremely good team, I'd say. Let's move to the number 4 team. So our number 4 team here is Powerful Opponents. Powerful Opponents kind of have a similar variation to Regeneration, but this variation that I have here is the strike-based variation. You have on the leader slot, I'm missing Ultra Golden Frieza. I don't have him. On here you have Corrupted Zamasu. Golden Frieza is going to be your layer of protection through his comeback. And here we have Corrupted Zamasu, really good damage dealer, Explosive Green, you all know. He's the perfect friend for Golden Frieza because he protects him from all yellows, and they're both strike based. And you can use this blue Broly, which is a really good Zenkai as well. So yeah, Broly here, he's buffing the team, powerful opponent, as you can see here. His ability is good. We have this Broly again just for the HP, as you saw in the regeneration section, powerful opponent, max health. And Ape Vegeta to Zenkai buff Corrupted Zamasu. He Zenkai buffs red powerful opponent, as you see here, but he's also given the Z ability to powerful opponents and Saiyans. So Broly's eaten off of that as well. His Z ability is good, so consider using Ape. And for Jiren, Jiren is there just to Zenkai buff Golden Frieza because he also Zenkai buffs purple powerful opponent right here, as you see. So, and his ability is given buffs to powerful opponents. So powerful opponent is an extremely good team, but this is the strike variation. The fact that powerful opponent has a lot of options that you can run 2 teams is insane. This is the strike variation, but let me show you the options. Here, let's just filter on powerful opponents and see. For the blues, The blues, you have Broly for the strike variation, Kid Buu for the blast variation. If you want to use him, if you want to use blast based, go Kid Buu. Strike based, go Broly. Greens, Evil Buu for the blast variation. Omega Shenron for the blast variation as well. I'm not gonna consider a green for the strike variation. Purples, you have Golden Frieza that I don't have right here for the strike variation. And for the blast variation, the blast variation is kind of a crossover of regeneration, I'm not going to lie. Cell is 1 year old if you want to use him in the blast variation. For yellows, you have Super Baby 2 is the only option for the strike variation. I'm not going to consider a yellow for the blast variation unless you're building it like regeneration. You can use Ray Shenron because he's not a powerful opponent. He only holds the regeneration tag. For the reds, the fact that you have a strike variation and the blast variation unit for all colors is insane for powerful opponents. We have CMZ for the strike variation, and I'm not even going to be considering a red for the blast variation. So this is powerful opponent, extremely good team. You can build it either blast based or strike based, depending on the pieces that you have and what you prefer to use. So let's move to the number 3 team. So the number 3 team that we have here is a team that was cooked before the anniversary but got some insane amounts of buffs that now it's a insane team. Buu Saga is a really good team right now to use. As you see, we have a variation here. This is blast based. We have Ultimate Gohan. This is an insane unit that can carry your team easily. He buffs the team as you see here, Buu Saga. And we have Evil Buu is gonna be actually your disrupt unit. Here he's buffing the team, and this is actually and you have Kid Buu right here. You can put Ultimate Gohan on the leader slot, make the bench regeneration based because these two are actually a regeneration, these two, Evil Buu and Kid Buu. So this team works extremely well. Ultimate Gohan is the one that is going to be protecting you, canceling buffs, double endurance with this team, double endurance through Ultimate Gohan and Kid Buu. And Ultimate Gohan is cancelling buffs, Evil Buu is cancelling buffs, Evil Buu tanks insanely well. I use this team a lot, I have a lot of fun using this team now. Kid Buu does insane blast damage, Ultimate Gohan, we all know what he does. Evil Buu is your tank unit, even though he's green, he can work, even though G4s are here, because he has a lot of defensive neutrality, he's already so tanky. This team is actually insane. You have the tanking of this team is insane. The protection through double cancellation of buffs and double endurance is pretty damn good in this team. But this is not the only variation actually. You can run many more units. So let's not change the filter, go to episode because this is an episode team actually. Majin Buu Saga, and we have here for blues. If you want to use Blast, go Kid Buu. Maybe even if you don't have Kid Buu Zenkai, go Fusion Super Vegito. Blast or Strike, he can work on both. But Strike is better. I think this team is more of a Blast based team, but no, it's not that bad to use Fusion Super Vegito. Of course, his rush is insane. Greens, the only one that I would consider is Pure Evil Buu. Purples, your only one to consider is Ultimate Gohan. Yellows, this actually free-to-play 18 is a really good support unit. Don't sleep on her. She provides, I think, support. Let me show you. Right over here, she has support to Ally Tag, Majin Buu Saga, Event Exclusive, and Androids. So, and just general buffs right here. So she has pretty good support. She's pretty tanky. Yellow Element is good against G4, so of course I don't have her 14 stars because I didn't farm her. I'm so stupid. But actually in the top ranks you can use this free to play unit and it could do you justice and just be the tank against guys like G4 and support the team at the same time. For reds you have Shin is your best option right here. He has some pretty good disrupt and support as well. His ultimate paralyzes, all that good stuff. Buu Saga is an extremely good team right now. If you have this trio, just try them out. You're gonna have a lot of fun. Kid Buu does insane blast damage. You have a lot of protection. This is one of the fewest teams that can tank, even if you don't have him that high stars. I only have all the units 8 stars, and they actually are so tanky. They have a lot of health because here we have this Boo thanks to Zenkai buff Boo, and you have this girl here at Android 21, which is providing all the HP abilities, Z abilities to the team, as well as this Tian actually has an insane Z ability, not going to lie. 2% special move damage, 37% base blast attack and strike defense, and he's buffing Boo Saga with that as well. So Boo Saga is an insane team. Let's move to the number 2 team. So the number 2 team right here with GeForce release, of course, is going to be GT. GT is back to the meta right now. This you see here is not the optimal variation. My GT team is so bad. I can't use GT because I don't have the stars and I don't have the bench options. But if you really want to run GT, these 3 are a good options. G4 is a must for the team, of course. You all know G4. As you see here, G4, I know his ultra ability is Fusion Warriors, but just put him on the leader slot for him to get his ultra ability. Spirit Bomb Goku, use him, but not if you have him at 3 stars. I have him 3 stars. Don't use him at 3 stars. Use him at least 7 stars for him to tank and be the one that absorbs the hits. Omega Shenron, Ultra Omega Shenron, I mean, with his platinum equipment, I think he's extremely good. But the fact that I have him 1 star because I'm not even soul boosted because I didn't care about him and I didn't farm him. Omega Shenron, if you have him 14 stars, of course, which most people are because he's a free-to-play ultra with his platinum equipment, free equip, extremely well, cancels buffs, has endurance, a lot of buffs. This Goku, if you have him Zenkai, he's gonna be the one to Zenkai buff Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. As you see here, purple GT. I don't have him Zenkai. This newly Zenkai Goku, I don't think he's an option that can be considered as someone that you can use for the team, but he's actually the one to Zenkai buff Spirit Bomb Goku if you decided to use him. And this Goku is actually going to be your HP Z ability, 20% to max base health. If you have him 14 stars, he's gonna be giving you 22% max base health. But these are not the only options to use. Let's go to the character list. Filter GT. Where's GT? GT right here. We have it. Blues, the only one that is considered good for me, I'd say, is Spirit Bomb Goku. So another one you don't want to really consider any other blue instead of him. Greens, the best one is going to be Omega Shenron, but you can make this Gogeta, I think, work. He's kind of old at this point. His Zenkai is 6 months old or 7 months old, so you can make him work, I guess. But for purples, you have, of course, G4. Bola can be a good support unit, but you don't want to run double purple. G4 is a must. For yellows, this Sin Shenron, I saw a lot of people talk good about him. He has some pretty good disruption and he has endurance, but your main option is obviously going to be Super Baby 2 that I don't have right here. Super Baby 2, the main option for the team. Buffsy, of course. What am I doing here? Okay, reds, you have, of course, Ultra Omega Shenron that I've shown, but if you're going to be running the team Blast based with maybe Omega Shenron, you maybe rather run Super 17 instead of Ultra Omega Shenron. Super 17 doesn't have that protection, but he has that combo potential, and he has that insane unique gauge, insane green card. You all know Super 17. He's so toxic. But if you're really going to be running him Blast based only, even on strike base you can make him work, but I think Ultra Omega is going to be better for strike base because of his endurance layer and cancellation of buffs. And I forgot to mention a yellow, which is Ray Shenron, a really good disrupt unit, support, all that good stuff. So toxic with his paralyzed, so I think this team is insanely good. GT, second best team in the game right now for me. Let's move to the number 1 team. And of course, the team dominating the game right now is, of course, Fusion Warriors. Fusion Warriors right now is an extremely insane team, dangerous team. Bro, this team has insane options, all top 5 units, even non-top 5 units can be used. But this trio right here, three guys that I'm using here, G4, SV, and Corrupted Zamasu are all top 5 units. Bro, Gogeta is insane. Of course, G4 is the main option for all of these teams. Fusing Super Vegito, another guy that is getting protected by Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta because he's blue. What's his name? The Fusion. What am I saying? Why can't I talk? Oh my god. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is purple. This guy is blue, so he's protecting him from all those greens. Like Omega Shenron, not all those greens, you don't see a lot of greens, but the only green that you see is Omega Shenron. So extremely good with his Rise and Rush. Zamasu, explosive green with G4, double explosive greens. He goes type neutral, does insane strike damage, anti-Saiyan, shreds yellows. It's the perfect protector for Ultra G4 from all yellows. But you have, I don't think this is the best variation here because there's some Z abilities missing. Like I think CMZ is not buffing Vegito in this setup if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. CMZ doesn't buff fusions. Yeah. Powerful opponent, future. Yeah, that's it. So he's not buffing Vegito, so kind of bad. But for the bench we have Soda Hope Trunks. He's buffing future, so he's buffing Zamasu actually. And his Zenkai buffs using Super Vegito. This SV is Zenkai buffing what's his name? Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and he's actually given an HPZ ability if you have him 14 stars, but I don't have him 14 stars. I don't care actually. If I get him 14 stars soon, I will. He's only at 8 stars. This Gotenks is your HPZ ability. He can actually be a Zenkai buffer for another guy that we're going to be mentioning. But he's actually, yeah, as you see here, Fusion Warriors, Hybrid Saiyans, max base health. Pretty good. But the other options of the team are pretty damn insane, not going to lie. Let me show you. Let's filter out GT and go Fusion Warriors. And okay, for the blues, your only good option is fusing Super Vegito. Maybe you could make this VB work with his Platinum equip, but I don't think. Sorry for the downloading, actually. I didn't download all, I forgot. Of course, I don't even have him Zenkai, but if you have him Zenkai, 14 stars with his plat, he can make him work, I guess. For greens, you have G4, decent option. Pycon can be a decent option, but your first option is going to be Omega Shenron. Put him on the leader slot. He's going to be, I know he's not buffing the team as you see here. Let me show you. He is not buffing the team even at maximum stats here. He's not buffing the team. No Fusion Warriors buff, so you need to put him on the leader slot for him to give the Z abilities to everyone. For purples, of course, your main option is Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. You can make a 14-star Ultra Gogeta Blue work as well, but I don't think it's worth it. Just use a G4. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is going to be your first purple option here. Gogeta Blue, if you have him 14 stars, I only have him at 5 stars, sorry. I only have him at 5 stars. If you have him 14 stars, do it. Use him. Maybe he can do some stuff. Yellows, Fat Gotenks is an okay option, but someone that I don't have, which is maybe you can say core on this team. Fusing Gogeta Blue, as you see here, he's pretty damn insane. Maximum stats, of course, he's buffing the team here. Of course, his Synchro pairs up extremely well with fusing Super Vegito. And for reds, your main option is going to be Corrupted Zamasu. If you have VB 14 stars, he can give in the work. Ultra Vegito Blue at 14 stars can put in the work. He can be your savior, actually. Through his Nuken Ultimate, he's going to be good. But Fusion Warriors, I think, is dominating the game right now. Oh, I forgot. Another option that I didn't mention for reds is actually two options. You can use Ultra Omega Shenron for reds on Fusion Warriors. It can work. Does he buff the team? Actually, let me check. Maximum stats here. Wait a second, I didn't check that. His Ultra ability is GT, which is tough. But he's not even buffing Fusion Warriors. But so don't consider Ultra Omega Shenron. Super 17. Super 17 is a unit that you can use on Fusion Warriors as well. I know he's blast based, but he can work. He can work. On his prime, you put him on the leader slot. He doesn't buff the team as well, but you can put him on the leader slot. The leader slot exists. On his prime, you were putting this guy on the leader slot instead of VB because he was just stupid. But now he's kind of old, you can say. He's outdated, but Fusion Warriors is dominating the game right now. I think it's the best team in the game. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. I actually hope this video helped all of you guys just to know what good teams to use in top ranks, and depending on the pieces you have, you can use some pretty good teams. The 5 teams that I showed, are pretty good teams to use right now in the meta, and they can be a really good teams that can get you to the top 1k on the, maybe, or at least top 3k. Of course, you're gonna be needing to be good at the game, but this is of course the standard rules version. Tomorrow is going to be the Proud Rules version, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to be dropping that tomorrow. So thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.